Here today at the HITLAB Innovators Summit with Dr. Shlomi Madar. His company is Spot It Early. One word. Love the title. How did you come up with that?
So it wasn't me personally, people who came before me. I think that it's a play on words. So you have the word spot, which is sometimes associated with dogs,
Right.
which is what we do. We combine dogs and AI to spot cancer early. So altogether, it felt like it's coming off the tongue like nicely.
Uh-huh.
It's the name of the company.
This is, so I've never heard of anything quite like this. How did you all come to realize that man's best friend could end up being, man's physician at the same time?
Great question. So one of the founders was the head of a canine unit, and he has nothing to do with healthcare, but he saw the potential because you can use the amazing sense of smell of dogs to detect basically anything. The sense of smell is very malleable, and you see them sometimes at airports, right? They sniff, explosives or drugs or foods of different sorts, and sometimes they don't even need training, right? They can smell a missing person based off of a piece of cloth from miles away.
Right.
So just imagine, that's I think what he envisioned, if we can take sniffer dogs and train them on a specific scent, how good can it get in terms of early detection? That was kind of the basic vision for the company.
So how did you arrive at the system that you have for delivering the scent to the dog or delivering the dog to the scent?
So don't let me fool you. There are actually smart people in the company who kind of problem solve the whole sequence until they build this redundant and robust platform, basically.
Okay.
So they started off with a couple of dogs just, sniffing a mask, but now it's a whole full-blown technology platform. Basically, what we ask from the patient is very simple. So I brought it with me, if I may.
Sure.
Here we go. It looks like a simple N95 mask. All we ask from the patient is to breathe into the mask for 3 minutes, put it in the box, and send it to the lab.
Okay.
That's where we take care of business. We have the system who can introduce the masks to the dogs. Everything is monitored. So you have different sensors who will capture the dogs, both biological and behavioral signals. This is a very unique data set that only we have.
Right.
And machine learning algorithms who know the dog for thousands of hours of recording, they can interpret the dog in the most accurate way. So we don't have to guess whether the dog is gesturing for a negative or a positive sample. We know to a high degree of accuracy whether they're signaling for a positive cancer sample.
Yeah, this is amazing. So where are you with the company and the development, deployment of your product?
Great question. So first of all, the platform, which is called Lucid, was already validated in a clinical study. It had 1,400 patients. We got 94% sensitivity and specificity, which is a very high number, especially when you compare it to the existing screening methods. And now we're actually focusing on a particular cancer, breast cancer, in collaboration with UPenn and Hackensack Meridian Health, which is the largest health system in New Jersey. The next study is going to be for lung cancer with Fox Chase Cancer Center, also in the Philadelphia area. And we plan to go to market as early as next year, once we also validate the system with the US cohort.
Wow. So how long has it taken you to take this vision and turn it into reality?
So the company has been around for 5 years now. So it is a process to get it to the level that you want. But I think it's worthwhile because, listen, if we can get this little mask into the hands of physicians, say for a yearly checkup, so you do the blood work, you just want to know if everything is okay, and a part of the process you also breathe for a few minutes into the mask, then I think that's kind of the best vision for the company.
Wow. It's so simple, but it's so elegant at the same time.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just a kind of a mind-boggling thing. So where do you want to be, 2, 3, 4 years down the road?
So first of all, we're thinking about this company as a global company. For many companies like ours, the best start is in the US. It has the largest healthcare market. Also, I think the infrastructure here to grow innovation is one of the best in the world. And once we get going here, I think we can spread out across the globe, other parts of the Americas, Europe, Far East Asia. So, sky's the limit.
Uh-huh. Forgive the question, but are some dogs just the best? Certain breeds just really excel at this, and then that implies the other side of the equation too.
This is a tough question for me because I'm a dog lover,
Right.
So I love all breeds of dogs. Okay, so what I'm about to say, it's not to belittle any other breeds, but the
Right.
best breeds, and we tested a few for our particular platform, are the beagles. They're very independent. They like to work. They like to sniff. And they just interact with the platform in the best way, and they get us the best results.
Uh-huh. Gosh, what a novel invention! Just the start to finish. It's just so clever. Wish you the best with development and deployment, and come back at the next summit or two and give us an update and see how things are going.
Thank you so much. Can I add one last comment?
Sure.
So I have to thank both the team of humans who kind of put this together and working really hard to develop this platform, and also our friends, the dogs. They're a part of the team. So we treat them really nicely. They work 2 hours a day tops, so it's a nice gig. And together we have a wonderful team, and I'm just glad to tell their story.
Uh-huh. Well, the dogs love it because they get attention.
Oh, yeah.
And who doesn't love attention? Yeah. Dr. Shlomi, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it very much.
Same here. Thank you.